Drinking, as we know, does many things to the brain.
Sorry, don't drink it every time. Just do it on the final shot.
No, it's for science. Action. But drinking isn't the whole story. How else is alcohol affecting my brain? I'm Shannon, and I'm a neuroscience PhD candidate. And this is your brain.
Shannon.
You gotta take it a take again, I think. I'm hangover. Oh, I don't think I can do this. The medical term for a hangover and its symptoms is vasalgia, a Greek and Norwegian word literally meaning uneasiness following debauchery and pain. Its typical symptoms include fatigue, headache, nausea, dizziness, thirst, sound and light sensitivity, diarrhea, and a deep fear to check your phone to see what messages you sent last night.
Who are you texting?
I'm texting my mom. I'm going to do a brunch at my place after.
Shooting tomorrow.
So I took the day off. I just invited my landlord. No. It generally starts when your blood alcohol level drops to 0 and can last upwards of 24 hours. If you get legally intoxicated, reaching a blood alcohol level of 0.08, it would take about 6 hours for your hangover symptoms to kick in and start kicking your ass. A common theory is that the nausea and mental symptoms accompanying your hangover may be due to the buildup of acetaldehyde in the body. Acetaldehyde is the initial product of alcohol metabolism, created as alcohol is broken down in the liver. One reason why acetaldehyde is thought to be the culprit is that, for one thing, it is a toxic compound. Also, one study showed that people with the genetic deficiency in the ALDH2 gene, aka the gene which codes for the enzyme that breaks down and rids the body of that acetaldehyde, well, those individuals show much worse hangover symptoms.
Do you get pretty bad hangovers?
I never. Why?
This is your idea.
Okay, sure, great answer. The theory that acetaldehyde is causing hangovers is often debated because by the time you wake up, though you are full of regret, acetaldehyde is no longer detectable in the body. If my thirst is telling me anything, drinking alcohol definitely makes you dehydrated. So, could this dehydration be the reason for my hangover? Alcohol acts on the hypothalamus, located at the base of your brain, blocking the production of the hormone vasopressin. Vasopressin is responsible for maintaining the osmolality of serum and extracellular fluid, aka it tells your body how much water should be reabsorbed into the kidneys or if it should be sent to the bladder. By blocking this hormone, your body sends all this extra water to the bladder, causing you to run to the bathroom every other drink. Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. 1 and 1
You're gonna be
equals out to 0 drinks. Therefore, alcohol has a diuretic effect, leaving your body eager to replace the water it lost. Oh no, I spilled on myself. I'm sorry. I ruined it. I spilt. So, is it dehydration? While dehydration can cause altered potassium and sodium levels, leading to headaches and pain, rehydration cannot completely alleviate hangover symptoms, suggesting that there must be more going on. But just to be safe, I'll drink that a little bit. I didn't spill it. Catch that? As my college roommate used to tell me, the best hangover cure is a huge, greasy morning meal. Is there any science to that? Well, alcohol does interfere with the liver and its ability to generate glucose, causing a decrease in blood sugar the next morning. If you've ever dealt with a hangry friend, you know that low blood sugar is linked to tiredness, crankiness, and dizziness. So, could a short stack of pancakes really be the answer? Once again, scientists find that elevating blood sugars back to normal alone does not get rid of the hangover, suggesting that low blood sugar is not the hangover culprit. But we might as well try, right? This looks disgusting. One of the most convincing theories of what could be the reason behind your hangover has to do with the immune system. One study in humans found that cytokine levels were increased during a hangover. Cytokines are the signaling molecules of the immune system. You can think of them as the news reporters of the body, gathering, increasing, and sending out signals when there's any type of stress around the body. Normally, these cytokines are increased when the body is fighting off an infection, suggesting that drinking alcohol may cause your body to have a similar response that it would when you're getting the flu. This immune response, though peripheral, can in fact affect the brain through the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is sort of like the telephone line between the brain and the immune system. It's like a landline.
Is this gonna be clearer tomorrow?
Clear right now. It's like a phone line. Can I have my phone back? Through communication through this telephone line, the immune system tells the brain we are sick, causing an increase in the brain's own immune response, which may lead to sickness behavior, which can include the inability to concentrate, our increased tiredness, our loss of interest, and feelings of weakness. I can't. Oh no, I broke my house. So is there a reason that my hangover feels worse today than it did last weekend? Actually, yes. Scientists have attributed worse hangovers to drinking alcoholic substances that are high in congeners. Congeners are substances that are not ethanol, which are also produced in the fermentation process. These congeners are diverse, and they include methanol, acetone, esters, tannins, and aldehydes. Dark alcohols such as bourbon and wine are high in congeners, while clear liquors such as vodka and gin are low in congeners. Ugh, I wish I knew that before I was ordering all those rum and cokes. I would like a rum and coke.
You have a scotch right now.
I would like a rum and coke, please. So, while there are a lot of quick fix hangover products on the market, until scientists figure out the complete neurobiological reason for the hangover, it's unlikely we'll have a miracle drink or pill that works. Based on my investigation, the best way to avoid a hangover? Don't drink so damn much. Stop hanging out with Karen. You know that girl's gonna make you drink 2 tequila shots too many. Can't get away from Karen? Well, it seems that the only real cure is time. And on that note, I'm gonna take some time. So get out, lock the door behind you, okay? I need to sleep.
Yeah, we're making a documentary here on
How would you
Louisville.
come to Louisville?
Basically, it's just like a documentary, a smash with the travel show of like, where should you go? So it's like a very intense documentary and then a travel show.
Welcome to Tech Nomad. Each week, a member of our Inverse team travels to a new city that's using technology to improve the lives of its citizens and the world. This week, we're in
How do you say it? Is it
Louisville.
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 Louisville. Louisville.
This week, we're in Louisville, Kentucky, best known for a baseball bat, a horse race, and bourbon whiskey. But it's also known for this.
Louisville, Kentucky is one of the worst places to live in the United States if you have a breathing disorder.
Could you give me any context to the pollution problem in Louisville?
So in the ER, it's probably the number one reason that we see patients.
I sleep with oxygen, 2 liters, and I take a breathing treatment 4 times a day with my nebulizer.
Not just the air, but it's a bad spot for allergens too. But yeah, there's certain times when they give those alerts.
An air quality alert has been issued. We do have an air quality alert for today.
Yesterday, ozone levels reached unhealthy limits.
Most cities, they'll have a chamber of commerce that collects best lists. So Louisville's the best place to get bourbon. It's the best place to, long list of best. There's also worst lists. When I just asked around in the hallways, why are we the worst at this? I didn't get satisfying answers, is the truth. How do we get off the list is really the goal. Get off the list.
It says, do not eat the fish in Chickasaw Park Lake. These fish are potentially a health risk as they may be contaminated. This is a temporary ban while additional testing is done. Additional testing? Brandon Weston, how are you, man? Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Go ahead.
But you're not concerned about this stuff?
No, not really. I don't really eat the fish out of it. I just do it for sport, really.
Air Louisville really started as a way to answer the question, is the entire city of Louisville and the entire region of this part of Kentucky toxic in some way for breathing disorders?
We enrolled 1,100 people and collected 250,000 data points about asthma in Louisville, Kentucky.
So we're able to just take sensors that fit onto patients' existing inhalers, and they don't get in the way of their use. When I push down on the inhaler, it captures date, timestamp, and then that, through Bluetooth, syncs to the app on your phone. For providers and for clinicians, this is information that we never had access to.
Yeah, so it would always be like an estimation, and now we have like specific data.
Exactly.
I'm talking to Dawn, she's studying to be a nurse practitioner, and she actually uses the Air Louisville technology, the tech we're gonna see today.
Asthma nearly killed me. It almost took me, I have 5 children. I'm fairly young still, and it almost took me from my life. It was the very first time a doctor had had a patient bring in everything that they'd done and all of their symptoms in real time.
Data's coming back. What are you doing with this data?
So when the pilot data came back and we actually saw a heat map, we went to folks who actually are making decisions about where people live, how development can occur, how transportation works.
We could sort of put the air in a different context and say, this is what's happening in our city. These are some places in the county that it's really bad. Let's talk about policy. Let's talk about transportation policy or trees.
Once we saw the connection to air pollution, we actually looked for solutions that we could implement locally that could remediate air quality.
Their data is like they decreased asthma symptoms in all of their 1,100 participants by 80% in a couple of year span. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I think it really has become a model. I know that other cities have reached out to us trying to figure out how do we model what Louisville has done.
This is kind of an active form of public policy that I think is the best way to use technology like this.
Rest of the day today, you need to go down to Feast, and you're gonna have barbecue down there with some bourbon slushies. I don't know how long your day is, but Evan Williams has a nice bourbon tour right there too as well.
All right, so how much do you all know about Prohibition just in general?
Oh yeah.
It sucked, amen. No, A+ on that one.
While the bourbon slushie was pretty underwhelming and not great at all, Air Louisville is truly remarkable. I think Dawn says it best.
I feel better about the world. There are good people trying to do good things. That's what Louisville's about. We're just one community. And if we can keep Louisville this amazing place, then there are other places in the world that are just as amazing.
Ready to have your mind blown? Meditation may actually lead to a longer lifespan. Is that true? Oh my God, I gotta start meditating. Meditation is a regular habit for nearly 500 million people worldwide. While the goal of meditation is to focus, regulate, and open the mind, what exactly do scientists find when investigating a meditator's brain? I'm Shannon. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Noise is no barrier to meditation.
Huh. I'm Shannon, and I'm a neuroscience PhD candidate. And this is your brain on meditation. The meditator I'm currently awkwardly staring at is Michael Miller, founder of New York Meditation Center. While Michael may seem inactive, there are actually major chemical changes occurring in his brain. There's increased activity spanning from his occipital lobe all the way to his impressively sized frontal lobe. Sorry. This area of the brain is implicated in attention as well as monitoring internal and external states. You can think of these areas of the brain as kind of like your mom, always paying attention and always checking in on you. Meditators show increased activation in the precuneus, an area of the brain associated with self-reflection. It also lights up the insula, which allows you to empathize with others and allows you to hear your own heartbeat. Just when I thought sitting down was relaxing, meditation found a way to make it a workout.
Interestingly, EEG scans show that even when a meditator feels like nothing is happening, they can still be having positive effects. In studies where participants felt a little uncomfortable or like nothing was occurring, the brain scans still showed heightened brain activity.
Wow, we should put that in the video.
think you did.
What? Hello? 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 Having trouble paying attention to this video? Well, meditation can help. Well, not during this video, obviously. Wait till after. No, back. Long-term meditators show increased performance in attention tasks, as well as reduced cognitive I forgot the line, and I got scared of him. I keep freaking out. Talk about emotional regulation. I am not able to regulate my emotions right now. Oh God. Meditation has been used as a therapeutic measure in cognitive disease. In one study, just 8 weeks of, hey, no, pay attention, over here, oh, yeah. In one study, just 8 weeks of meditation showed improved memory function and improved cognitive performance in Alzheimer's patients. Meditation, it's like a workout for your brain, you know? Like a bicep curl for your brain. I can't even do the motion, it looks weak. It looks like spaghetti.
Also, it keeps you calm in stressful situations.
Meditation has long been linked to an increased ability to emotionally regulate, or the ability to control which emotions arise, when, how long they last, and how they're expressed. Something that I would know relatively little about, considering I cry during every Pixar movie. I literally scream with excitement whenever I see a dog, and I cannot stand this guy right now. Hello! This increased ability to emotionally regulate is linked with decreased amygdala activity. The amygdala is sort of like the drama queen of the brain.
You gotta tear me apart, Lisa!
When presented with emotionally charged images, meditators show decreased amygdala activity. These meditators also showed increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, which is sort of like the area of the brain that keeps your drama queen amygdala in check. I would love some prefrontal control right now. Come on!
Is this not a parking meter?
Are you kidding me?
I don't even own a car.
What? Okay, ready to have your mind blown? Meditation has been linked to changes in your DNA. Telomeres, to be exact. Telomeres are sort of a protective tail on your DNA, which acts as a protective mechanism which gradually wear away as you age. Kind of like the hard part at the end of your shoelaces, or kind of like helmets on bikers. No, more like the caps at the end of your shoelaces. Telomeres are also known as to be a biomarker for cellular age. So, as meditators show increased telomere length compared to non-meditators, this suggests that meditation may actually lead to a longer lifespan.
Meditation is thought to lower your baseline stress. Like a cowboy who's cool under pressure, meditators show decreased heart rate, blood pressure, and stress hormone cortisol. This is thought to be done through a reduction of your fight or flight response. So by chilling out your jumpy areas of your brain, meditation may actually lead to a lower daily stress level. While many people self-report the benefits of meditation, the science actually agrees.
And meditation's not limited to mountain monasteries or New Age corporate retreats. You can get the neurophysiological benefits on a plane, on the subway, in a coffee shop, anywhere you can comfortably sit down.
Unless that seat is in front of a Pixar movie. That poor Nemo is lost and trying to find his... Wait a second. I'm not crying. It worked!